Hi friends, it's Deanna Williston from Our Blooming Catholic Life, and welcome. Apologize for the mess, but welcome to this super quick video today. I had something completely different planned, but multiple neighbors are having tree trimmed, and I think this is the quietest room of the house, and it's still something I wanted to show you. So this here is my new little Scotch laminator. You can see I have already turned it on. I've hit this green button, set it to the 3mm setting, and those are just touch things. When it is heated up enough to start laminating, the ready light will come on. So we're going to go ahead and get it ready. This blue thing back here pulls up and out, and then we're just going to easily feed this pouch through it. One of these ends is going to open up. Which one is it? Feels like it's this one. Yes. So these are pouches. They're not sealed on the side. You can see one end is always done. So we're going to go ahead and load some of our index cards that we use for our dulcimer in there. You know, when I play for you, very often what happens is my cards blow away. And I had a hard time finding thick cardstock. But this is a way to sort of solve that problem. I'm going to make them heavier. I'm trying them out in the 3mm pouch, but there is also a 5mm pouch that mine could handle. There's also different ways of doing this. I could buy pouches that are like index card size, but I've looked at it. I think it's a little more economical for me, at least, to buy the pouches that are big and then trim them down. So you're going to see we're going to do all that here today. As well, you can see I have two different kinds of thermal laminating pouches. I have the kind that says dry erase and the kind that does not say dry erase on it. Here's the funny thing, they're both dry erase. They both are. It's okay. The difference is, I have literally no idea. But what my husband wanted it for really need to dry erase. So I'm thinking this is just going to stand up better to dry erase something that we're going to use every day. So we went ahead and got some of these. It says it's ghosting resistant. So you know what that is. That image that's left on it's going to resist that. So it's not going to continually have an image. And I'll show you what we did up for him. He printed out this simple chart. He's working from home. So it's the time of the day. You can write in the meeting if you want, check whether it's video call or it's something really important, so I know not to disturb it. And he just marked it for now with these little lines. You can see they erase very easily with a paper towel. Why didn't I use my finger? Well, erase with a finger, yeah, but then I'm going to leave oils on it, and those oils are going to keep the dry erase marker from writing on it nicely. So you can see I can just be here and go like, shuck, and then erase it. It erases very easy. This was left on for a day, and now it cleaned off super easy. Okay, I can see the laminator is ready to go. So let's go ahead and run our little page through. Dun, dun, dun. It is totally not perfect. I'm okay with that. Can you see? I didn't have those end cards. They're perpendicular. Try and tap them back just a little bit. That looks a little better. You can spend some time really fancy. You could probably even, hadn't thought of it, but I have this handy dandy cutting board over here with grid on it. You could probably lay it down on a grid and get these lined up really nice. I'm okay with this. This is kind of a test run. You can see there's some little grooves over here at the side. You kind of fit your paper in because you want it to go in pretty evenly. Again, the side, the end that's already sealed goes in first. You just go in super gentle and it will take over in a minute. There it goes. Now, if it was to get jammed, you see there's an anti-jam button. I think it's this little lever over here just kind of kicks them out. I'm not sure what happens. Thankfully, I have not jammed yet. You can see, can you see how quickly this is happening? Super duper quick. Okay, so again, these are my two packages. I got the 3mm letter size and then the dry erase, but it's the same size, letter size. And here's the difference. Saying if you want it for a teacher's worksheet, home calendar, or a checklist, you're probably going to want to get the dry erase one. If you want it for kids' artwork, labeling, certificates, or documents, things that you're not going to be writing on a lot, but you might want to, you can get the plain pouches. Let's put these down on the floor. Okay. Okay, friends. Oh, did it come through? It came through. It's completely done already. Woo! Little hot on this end still. But we can go ahead and fold this part back up. I'm going to hit the power. Now, it is going to take a minute to cool off. That's okay. We're just going to kind of move it aside. I'm going to unplug it. We are going to leave it cool off by itself. It does have an auto shut off feature. And you can see how tiny this thing is. This is a letter size piece of paper, and this is how tiny this is. It's just barely bigger. And look, it's safe to touch already. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to kind of scooch it over. The cord can fold up inside on the bottom, and you can store it that way. I'll show you that. Here is the fan, so you don't ever want to block that fan to cool it. And there, so you can wrap up the cord underneath. Super easy. Now, I want to trim this out. There's a lot of trimming cutter boards. This is a Carl board. I just got it. It actually has in it, it's a rotary cutting blade. And you can use a lot of different fancy blades that you may use in scrap working or paper cutting here. I am totally not going to mess with it. I have it in the lock position. A lot of them have that. You can replace both the mats and the blade on this one. I liked this one. My husband really looked at the reviews. It's good for laminate. And do you see how chunky, I'm going to hold it to the side, how chunky this is? A lot of them, it's just this little knob that you move. And for me, this big chunky end is going to be super helpful. It does also already have a lot of my measurements on here. Now, do they have a 3x5 index card? No. But as long as I line it up fairly evenly, this is the starting edge, so I'm probably not going to trim anything off that. Let's see this one here. Get it in there. And I was thinking of still using those marks. How am I using those marks? Oh, that one's definitely crooked, right? So I kind of want to line it up. This I'm cutting off the end. Is there anything on the end to cut off? I can use it on these, still on these marks. So that's still on the 3-inch mark, right? Because it's a grid. Oh, 5. It's on the 5. That's on the 5. I can line it up parallel with this line right here and give it a cut. Ah! You ready? No. Feels like it's gonna do a bad thing. Oh, the blade's way over here. I'm okay. Pressing down and cutting. Okay. I don't know. Oh, it did cut into it wrong. I need to measure out where this needs to go better. And I knew that. This was a risk. I needed to play with it some. So these are pretty well lined up here. Okay, so where's the groove? So that must be the end right there where I want it. So this one's further out. This one's sticking further out. So I'm going to line him up and make sure he's cut there. You can always come back and get this other one. I think you want to go out once and back. Let's see if that was better. Ah, that is a nice edge on that card. So it may be that I want to do a big slice down the middle here first. Totally experimenting with this. If you can hear the tree cutters, I'm so sorry. I really tried today. They're literally over my house. The neighbor is cutting a tree that had branches over my house. I won't say I'm completely comfortable with this either. Again, though, I may want to take a big chunk right here out of the middle, cut that, and then I can do each individual card nicely. What do you think? Is that a better idea? See, I'm going to want to line this up so this is parallel with that edge right there. And I'm going to come through. Nice. That's the ticket. So I'm lining up this. The colored cards are going to be super easy. I'm trying to line up the edge of my colored card with the edge of the blue mat because I want it to be lined up. And it is leaving just enough laminate to seal. Oh, look at that. That is so perfect. You know, if you cut too much away from laminate, it's no longer sealed, which should not be a secret. Works like a pouch. And so if you do something thicker, like if some of these index cards are thicker, I'm probably going to need to go further away from the edge of the card to seal it because it's going to need more sealant. Now, what about these sharp edges? Are these going to bother me? Again, they sell, ooh, I did nip that one, didn't I? I was goofing around. They do make for scrapbooking and all little corner cutters to make nice corners, and I can buy that as well. So this is one that's going to need redone. That's the guy that unfortunately was used as our demo. So let's try. This is my first one I tried. I'm really happy with the end of it though. So let's do that. Let's just go line it up. I want it parallel. I can use this line here as well as this line here, then scoot over to this line. It could move a little bit. Some people said they put magnets down as they were cutting. So they would use like a magnet here and here. So this must somehow be a magnetic board and it would hold it down. That is a nice tip. I'm not trying that. I don't know that I have any heavy duty magnets laying around. Let's see here. That bottom's already done. Short. So this one, oops, this one is just about perfect. I'm really happy with that. Ta-da. You can see I used cards that I had some mistakes on already, so they didn't have to be perfect. This is nice. It gives it just a little bit more weight. I'm pretty excited. I don't know about you. Friends, thank you for joining me. So what is this mat? This is the can you see that? The Rotary paper trimmer RT200 by Carl. There's tons of safety precautions down here. How to replace the blade, how to replace the cutting mat, what your replacement parts are, the website for you to contact them. That's all right on the thing. Oh my gosh, there's more specifications if you need other things back here. I love this one because it's got this chunky monkey handle, easy to see grid, and it's not the swing arm. I have hurt myself before using a swing arm paper cutter, and I like this. I like this. I'm really happy with this. My husband did the research. I'm happy with that. Which Scotch printer is this? I have that in the other room. I'll put it in the description below. I'll put links so that you can find these products. No, I'm not an affiliate of this. I'm only an affiliate of Tan Books. If you're ordering from Tan Books, please ask me and I will tell you how I can make a little bit of profit off of your purchase of quality classic Catholic books. So friends, thank you for joining me. May God bless you and keep you. May He make His face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And may the good Lord bless you in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen.